Alright. Looks like we are live. Let me get a link tweeted out, and we will play some Witcher 3. I'm just gonna say... one more time. And the link. There we go. Then we'll do Facebook. And we'll do Discord. And give me just a sec, guys. We'll be done in a jiffy. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. More. I really need to look into sending these out before the thing starts. I'm sure there's a way to do that, right? I mean, I already have the link. It's not live or anything, but surely if people get there and I'm not live, they'll understand that it'll start in a second. I don't know. Now I've taken to just throwing the link around without any explanation at all. Alright, just Patreon and we will be done. And ready to play. I love this game so much. New post. Video. There we go. And that's done. Alright, looking good. Looking good. Who we got here? That one guy. Titles are confusing. When a game has 2 in the title and the video is part 2, it has part 3 in the title. I'll sometimes read it as part 22. Well, that's the reason why I spelled part 2 out. TWO instead of the number 2, right? Alright. Last we left our hero, anti-hero. Last we left this Witcher, Geralt. We had just arrived at the Baron's compound and talked to him. And I was supposed to go to the kitchen and talk to Greta and examine the room where Ciri stayed. Currently, I am outside running around letting the auto loot get whatever stuff I can loot. Not because now's a good time to do that, but because I was testing the sound and it seemed like a good thing to do. So let's go back in where we can actually get something done. Let's go to Ciri's room.
Rubble everywhere.
And use our Witcher vision.
Ciri must have used these. Looks like she left in a hurry.
Grizzled old man in chainmail. I mean, he is what he is, right? Alright. So that was the last thing I needed to check in here. There was other things to do, but I must have done them yesterday. So, or day before, whenever we played. So, this is what passes for a kitchen in the world of The Witcher.
Shenanacking.
Wow. Alright, Greta, or is it Greta or is it Gretka? Gretka.
So you're Gretka.
Gretka. There we
I
go.
am. And you're Geralt.
How do you know?
Because you've white hair and a medallion shaped like a wolf. Ciri told me about you.
You and Ciri talked a bit, didn't you?
We did?
Did she say where she was going, or what she came here to
Slack
look for?
Pop.
She said she was
It's
looking
sad
for
you've
you
caught up to where
and the
I am on
sorceress.
this game in one video.
You're here,
I
so
probably
I
should
guess
play
she
more.
didn't
Well,
find
you probably
I
have
wonder
to
if she
stop
helped
and
that
loot
friend of
everything,
hers.
right?
Is Slackpipe Mark? I forgot if Slackpipe was Mark.
Slack Pop is Mark. That is correct.
Ciri wanted to help a friend? Any idea who it
Well,
was?
I hate to expose you to
What do you
spoilers,
mean?
Slack
Her
Pop.
friend. She said he was in trouble and that she had to save him.
Do you know where Ciri is?
No. One day I brought her breakfast and she was already gone.
Yeah, way to
Baron
dox
told me
him,
she'd left.
Sebastian.
Didn't ask where she'd gone?
Now, all they've got to do is make a
He said I
list
was
of
too
every
little and I
mark in
wouldn't
the United
understand.
States, and they'll be narrowing
Ciri
it
left
down.
me a gift.
A
Exactly.
gift.
What's this?
My
A
evil
green
plan
stone.
has succeeded.
Beautiful as gifts go. Hide it well, don't show it to anyone. It's worth a lot. Look familiar?
My top. Where'd you find it?
Ciri's room.
So,
Need
is
to
the
in a
volume
room
okay?
sometime.
Because
I was
someone
sad one
came
day,
into the
and
chat
Ciri
during the
carved it
last.
for me.
I'm talking
Such a
over
shame
top
she
of the
had to
story here.
leave.
Someone came into the chat while I was playing before,
Don't worry, you talk over top of everything.
and they were like, volume, and that's all they said. And so, I turned down the game, and it turned out that the game was too low. That was the original problem. It was the microphone that was normal, and the game that was too low. So anyway, I tried to make some adjustments, and I tried to turn the microphone down a little bit so that you guys can't hear every key that Sebastian types on his keyboard. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, I done asked her both of these questions, right? Yeah.
Thanks, Gretka. Have fun.
But I'm not playing. I'm helping.
She's not playing, girl. She's helping.
Gonna kill the monster.
Hello,
All of them.
Mazzy. How you doing, Vestius? Good to see you again. Welcome back. We are playing The Witcher 3. I don't know if you popped in last time, but this is just the second
This
video. Man, I'm slow tonight, guys. Slackpipe says I got a mechanical 60% with cherry purples. That is a nicer keyboard than I have ever owned. It's nice and clicky, yeah, I'd say it is. I want to switch it out for cherry reds. You know, I've played around with the keyboard that had cherry reds on it, but I really don't know like the difference between the reds or the purples, or you know what I mean. Do what? That one guy. The joke is Half-Life 3. Half-Life 3 is both setup and punchline.
I'm not even sure anymore.
Vestris says, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing a little bit better. I am. The reason why I wanted to play tonight is because tomorrow I go to have my stomach scoped. So, depending on what they dope me up with, I may not be in any shape to do any streaming tomorrow. Wait a minute, I thought I was supposed to inspect the bedrooms.
I'm to look at the room or not?
Yeah. Let's start over here. Rusty key and incense.
Incense. And an old key. Wonder what it unlocks.
Oh, I know where that locker door
Anise.
is.
Sandalwood. And something else. Saffron? Damn ugly for a doll. The kind you'd stick with pins to hurt someone.
Valve can't make trilogies. They are physically incapable of it. I believe you. Same goes for Jay. He can't make more than 3 videos a year. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when you're right, you're right. Yeah, Slackpipe's trying to gently encourage me to make more videos. But, you know, almost bled to death, guys. Give me a break here.
One. Looked like you got soused last night too. What the?
Baseball bat.
Well, bring out the gimp.
Once I get
the
moved
gimp's
closer to him, I'll be able to
Well,
not
guess
so
you'll just have
gently
to go
encourage
wake him
him.
up
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
won't you?
yeah. Vestress says, I've been playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel non-stop. Can't say that I've played much Yu-Gi-Oh! Slackpipe says, I am more than willing to use headlocks. Oh, good lord. You and your headlocks. These are all theoretical headlocks, by the way. He never actually headlocked me.
An altar.
He just threatens it a
So,
lot.
the Eternal Fires made it to Velen.
Alright, you two. No conspiring. No conspiring in the chat. I'm gonna take your wrenches away. Giving you too much wrench. All the wrench has gone to your head.
Ploughing hangover.
You described it as dragging me out of the house in a headlock, but actually you were like, hey, you wanna go see a movie?
Wooden candlestick. Stem's broken.
Doggo sends get well kisses. Doggos are the best. Ask Mark, he's nuts about them. I love dogs though. For real.
Fresh flowers. He expects them to return any minute. Takes hope.
Cats are not better than dogs. Just take that nonsense right out of here. Cats are great, but dogs are better.
Walls a different color. Something used to hang here.
Shut my mouth.
Painting. Right size.
Oh yeah, dogs are far better. Yep. Yeah, you shut your mouth, Sebastian. I can't trust cats after my second cat. What did your second cat do, Vestress? You can't leave me hanging.
The Baron and his wife. Look happy enough.
Yeah, he does need to shut his mouth with that cat garbage. He's just doing that to set you off, dude.
What's this? Gotta wonder who wanted to hide the hole. And what's on the other side. It gets interesting.
Okay. If
Piece
you
of
can
wood
explain
looks
why
like
you
the
like
stem of
cats
that
more, then why do you
candlestick.
like cats more?
No coincidence there.
No, no tappy tap. Come
Fight
here and
might
say
have
it to the
happened here.
microphone.
I don't
Gotta look
have
for
a shirt
clues.
on.
There's no camera.
I don't care if there's no camera.
Okay, we'll tap it out then, if it makes you happy. And here Gadget was just starting to like him. Yeah. Mark is, like, legitimately this close to, like, getting one of those leather purses to carry his dog around in.
Rest of the candlestick. And wine stains. Somebody smashed a bottle. From Toussaint. Yeah, Herveloos. Scent hasn't died. Wonder where it'll lead me.
A whole lot of follow the smell in this game.
Damn, trail breaks off. Could find something else, though. Spruce wood. Smells of juniper incense. Some sort of folk talisman, protective. Question is, against what? Won't find much else here.
Alright, so we've investigated, and what have we found? The Baron is very
Done
suspicious.
poking around?
Found a doll in Tamara's room. Tell me about it.
What could possibly be so interesting about a doll, Witcher?
Looks like it might have been used for some sort of black magic. Where'd Tamara get it?
Black magic? Are you balmy? I made it for her. She was
Alright,
4, perhaps
as I
5
get out of the car
winters
approaching
old.
the house, two massive
We were
unleashed
in
dogs
Vizima
proceed
on
to charge at
market
me from
day,
out of
and she
nowhere.
saw the sorceress,
I
Tris
screamed
Merigold.
so loud, I'm pretty
Insisted
sure
she must have a
I
doll
woke
just
up
like her. Couldn't
least
afford a
2
thing
people.
of that sort, so
I ran back to
made
the car.
doll with my own hands.
Yeah, Slackpot's right. That's the dog owner's fault. But I remember that. That scared the crap out of you, didn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't go near a dog for like how long?
So it is supposed
Lord,
to be
I don't
Tris.
know, man. A year?
Yeah, I see it now. Eerie. Looks
It was a
just
year
like
before
her.
you get around a
Doesn't
dog.
it?
I mean, at
Time's
least
taken a bit
when
of a
cat
toll,
gets
but
off
overall,
his
it
leash, doesn't
continues
have
to
the ability
impress.
bite a trunk
You
or
got something to
so.
fall back on if things
Fair
don't
enough.
work out with Nilfgaard.
The worst the
Whole
cat's gonna
landing
do to me
smells
is
of
give me a
wine.
massive scratch
Tell me
on my
anything
arm,
about
which I
that?
can at least
One of the
treat
lads
with
must
my
be.
If I have
Lush
my
is
head
one of
cracked
them.
open by a
Give your
dog, I'm
men
gonna
air
die.
to loose.
I like
Oh,
cats and
damn
dogs
it.
both. I just don't
I
want the
wanted to
responsibility of
spill
taking care of
I
them.
told
so,
you I was good and marinated that night.
I prefer to pet
Was it
other
matter?
people's dogs.
Stench of wine in plenty of corn around the
That's why I'm
place.
going to move Slackpipe in next door. I can pet his dogs and I won't have to care for them. Maybe give him an occasional walk, you know, if he is going to be gone, but that's about it. Vestris has visible scars from the girl cat. Yeah. Vestris, what are your pronouns? I'm not sure how to refer to you. Angry at cat propaganda. You really need to start learning to call people by their screen name when you're talking on the internet.
Who's going to narrow down a list of every mark in the United States? Fuck nobody. Nobody.
It doesn't matter. You call people what they
Found signs of a
want
fight
to be
in the
called
room.
in any
Know
given
anything about
context.
that?
A fight? What are you talking about?
Someone was attacked. Probably a
Little
wife
did
or
y'all know
daughter.
I'm
Whoever it was tried to
perpetuating the
defend
growth of
themselves
the
with a
cat
candlestick.
empire, which I
Missed
will
the
be
attacker.
centered. Oh Lord!
Punctured the wall
Well, you're
instead.
cleaning up after
They
them.
tussled too.
I don't know nothing about this. That night, I was drunk, don't remember a thing. They were gone by the time I awoke.
Doubt you were the only ones in the castle. Maybe one of your men heard something?
They.
3
Thank you,
times
Vestris.
I asked them bastards if they'd seen anything, heard anything. Nothing.
She has
Not a
visible
one of them.
scars on her hands from her girl cat. How many cats do you have?
Recognize this amulet?
Yes. Anna began wearing it a time ago.
Any idea where she got it?
None.
Any witches or cunning women in the area?
A Pella. Old Coot lives near Blackbow. And there's a cunning woman in Midcopse, but I know little about her. She's only recently arrived. If Anna were to see someone, she'd choose the Pella, not the woman. Anna was wary of strangers, newcomers.
Alright, so the Baron has us investigate, and basically from the investigation it looks like he was really, really drunk the night before, and now we're going to go see the Pillar and see if
I'll
Anna
have a
came to
chat
see
with this
him
Bella.
about something, because
Fair
she had a
warning, he's a
protective
hard man to
amulet in her
talk
room.
to.
So
Rumour
if
has
that
it he
catches
killed his
everybody
own
up, since
father
we
with
spent
an
the whole
axe as a
time
lad,
talking
then
about
went
cats and
batty.
dogs
Now they say he sees ghosts and plows his
while
goats.
fighting like cats and
Not
dogs.
really interested in his hobbies.
Pretty
Just
good
want to ask about the amulet.
symmetry there.
Look, if I do make a cat empire, you can guarantee they'll overthrow me. I'll have control over the world for a good 2 hours.
Oh, my stream's messing up. Let me lower the bitrate.
What is a bit rate?
Alright, that's a lower bitrate. Let's see if it catches up. Somebody must have started streaming something somewhere. Come on, YouTube. Straighten up now. Still poor. What's going on here? Hey, there we go. Now it goes from complaining about the stream to complaining about the bitrate. Good lord.
Complain about everything. That's
Right.
a good life lesson for me.
The recommended bitrate is 4,500.
You gotta admit, my life lessons are pretty good. Complain about everything. That should be
Yeah.
on a plaque.
Alright, Vestra says, none anymore. The girl cat got sent to the pound because of the multiple attacks. And, well, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And the cat I had previous of her, he died for unknown reasons. I'm sorry about that. Losing a pet really sucks. And let's see, that one guy in Stackpipe are still plotting the takeover of the world. And also Scotland, for some reason. Not that Scotland isn't part of the world. But it's oddly specific. I have some people on my Facebook from Scotland. I have no idea why. I cannot remember how I met them. There are 48 million kangaroos in Australia, and I'm just going to say 3.4 million inhabitants in Uruguay. So if the kangaroo decide to invade Uruguay, each Uruguayan will have to fight off about 114 cats. There's no way you knew that off the top of your head.
No, 14 kangaroos.
Stinks
You
of
merged
bloody
mine and
crops
Snipe's
to me.
message again.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Okay, had to fight off 14 kangaroos. And Slackpipe says Scotland has a population of about 5.25 million. How did you two type such similar comments in at the same time? Pitzel, how you doing? Scotland has a population of about 5.25 million. There are 600 million cats in the world, so each Scot would have to fight off 114 cats. You guys are crazy. I thought his head was your pencil for a sec. Ha. Alright, so the next thing that we do in the main quest is see the Peller, but let's see what else we can do. Let's go ask the residents of Midcorpse about the witch. I know that one leads to something fun. My head does not look like a thumb. Stop saying my head looks like a thumb. That's such a weird thing to say. But you could win either one, so I guess the choice between cats and kangaroos are the... Why are you guys trying to take over Uruguay and Scotland with kangaroos and cats? What is going on in the comment section, you guys?
It's not the comment section, it's the chat.
Chat. Yeah. Comment section, whatever, man. I'm the weird one. You guys are taking over Uruguay and Scotland with an army of cats and kangaroos, and because I called the chat the comment section, I'm the weirdo.
Yeah.
Let's see, I can't see the... There we go. Do 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 do. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Song stuck in my head. Song stuck in my head. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but kangaroos are cool. You guys ever see one of those videos where somebody starts boxing with a kangaroo? Seriously, people boxing with kangaroos. It's a thing. It doesn't go well for the people.
Oi lads, fancy an outing to find that sea beast?
Why are you chopping this?
I'm fashioning a new model. Two.
Cats as your infantry, kangaroos. Good lord.
Wait and see. Just need to join these with the riggers.
How may I assist you?
Looking for someone who can craft me some armor. Gotta be top quality.
Well, I've been at it 20 years now. Mastered the craft in some respects, if I do say so myself.
You wish.
Don't listen to her. She's been sore lately, snorting every chance she gets.
Now we're getting elephants and gorillas
what
into
kind
it.
of armor are we talking about?
Light, but durable.
Yeah, what the
Can't
hell? You
constrain
guys are
movement,
really
and I gotta be able
getting
to get in it
the
without anybody's
chat
help.
rate up, so...
That all?
You know, have at it.
Sure, it shouldn't
Have at
be
some dogs, too.
self-cleaning. And how about it wipe your arse after you take a shite in the bushes?
You know, to keep you company.
Sounds great. Can you make a suit like that?
No.
Vest just says,
someone
girl
who
got
can,
that
and I'll
wicked witch
gladly
in the
meet
west
them.
schnoz.
Ought to know one thing when it comes to armor. If
Pencil
it's
says,
got to be
how about a
durable,
hippo?
it can't
Or,
be light.
hippos.
It
Or
can.
hippos?
Just needs the proper tools to make it. Tools like the folk of Clan Tordarroch used on Undvik.
Joanna, I told you time and again to stay silent when
Well,
I
I
talk
didn't
to
say
customers.
send the dogs
Shouldn't
into battle.
pester folk with
I
those
said keep you
nonsense
company.
Skellige legends of
I knew
yours.
you wouldn't go for
It
that.
ain't legend, and it ain't
Carrying
nonsense.
around your dog
My
in your little
granddad
purse.
would go to Undvik for his armour. Said
Not
Tordarroch
that there's
folk
anything
made
wrong
the
with that.
best. Till last year, that is, when a giant ravaged their island. Inhabitants either ran off or died, but the forge should still be in one piece.
Worth looking into. Say I find the tools. Will you craft the armor for me?
Alright,
On
find
condition you
tools
bring
to
the
craft
tools,
master armor in
only then.
Skellige. Got it.
These legends mention where the forge might be?
Yes, north side of the Isle, in a cave. Clanfolk carved out a rock face to build it.
Look for the tools next time I'm in Skellige. Take care now.
How may I assist you?
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Alright, whales now. Okay. Alrighty then. I've totally lost control of this. I'll just do some shopping while you guys take over the world. Don't mind me. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up.
And as the start of this rebellion, I will be choking you.
They can't see you.
I know, but I'm still choking you behind you.
Yeah, please stop choking me.
No.
Seriously, quit. Oh. And Eagles as the Air Force because America! America! I was gonna say the rest, but YouTube won't recommend my video to anybody. Okay. Nothing decent to buy right now, nothing decent to make, so how about a round of Gwent?
Yearning to play a few rounds of Gwent. That ought to set me straight.
We should just have them scratch your eyes to blind you while the kangaroos kill you off. By you, mean the hypothetical enemy, right? Like, not me specifically. Like not me specifically. He's not answering. I'm getting nervous.
What did you say?
When you say, scratch the eyes out to blind them while the kangaroos kill them, that's the hypothetical enemy, right?
That's you.
What did I do?
Well, you should be the first sacrifice to the Lord of Animals.
Vestris says, card games, let's go. My strategy when it comes to this one is to use the spy cards as much as I can, and use the decoys to reuse their spy cards. It's hard to do right now because I don't have a lot of spy cards, but Pencil says, I love the idea of crows or ravens because they are really smart, but they don't pack much damage as an Air Force. That's true enough, but man, they probably spook some people. Like, the other side would like see it as a bad omen, and you know, you'd get some points for demoralizing the enemy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta beat 9, so use this, and then there we go, beating by 1 point and pass. Fester says, no, Jay is too much of a lovable being to be a sacrifice. Thank you. Somebody get that spammer, please.
That's me.
No, that's not you. The one that's linking to vum.something something.
I got it.
Thank you. Go ahead and snooze them, or...
I just deleted it.
Okay.
And I'll put them in time.
Thank you very much. Seth. Seth is also spamming. I love that I'm popular enough to get spammers now. That's great.
Oh yeah, I'm just deleting their messages and timing them out.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll move on to another stream. If that doesn't work, there's an option to mute them from the channel so that they can watch, but they can't put any messages in chat.
Watch time.
Exactly. Except it won't be because they'll leave. But, you know, whatever. Why does the music for this card game slap so hard? Spook him to death, am I right? Yeah. I mean, if I was like fighting a battle and like 100 crows flew over the battlefield, I think I'd probably pack it in for the day. I'm not even kidding. What are you guys gonna do if they recruit a bunch of animals too? And then you're just at the dog fights. You know, except with cats. Fester says, I have a toothache, but I want to eat Din Din. Well, I have to go tomorrow to have my stomach scoped, so I'm not allowed to eat anything. Yeah, so, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. He's only got 2 cards left. I think I might throw this round. Hintel says, try salt water as a mouthwash, it might help. Absolutely, and definitely keep the air off of it. Alright, I'll throw that round, because he's only got 1 card left. I'll beat him in the 3rd round and still win. Slack Pipe says warm salt water too. Oh, he only had 1 card left and it was a fog card. That is unfortunate. See, this is why I concentrate on the spy cards. Once you have more cards than them, you know, what are they gonna do? Like, I don't even have to play these cards, I just play them anyway. To sort of rub salt in the wound. Hey, there we go. What about you? Do you play cards?
How can I help you?
Yep.
Interesting lilt in your voice. You originally
Pencil
from
says,
Skellige?
this is the first
Oh,
time
it's
watching
scary.
Witcher
Spent my whole
gameplay. Man, this
childhood
looks
in
like fun.
Holstein.
Dude, I have
Why'd
sunk
you leave?
600
Always
hours
had
into
a
this
liking
game.
for the smithy. I'd sit there all day.
I love it
taking
so
things
much.
in.
Like,
The
you have
heat of
no
the
idea.
furnace, the smell of the hot steel, the pounding hammers.
It
At
is
17
so much
winters,
fun. Wait till you
my
see
dad
me
told
fight.
me he could teach me no more. Sent me out there into the world, bid me to hone my craft.
Now, this
A few
one does
years
have
on,
some
I had
mods.
my master crafting papers.
If you'll
Then the
notice,
war broke
all I
out
have to do
and
is
I
walk
landed
by
here.
something and it's automatically looted. I think after beating it 2 times all the way through the last playthrough on the hardest difficulty level, I've earned that. Because those playthroughs I did on PlayStation, one on the PlayStation 4 and one on the PlayStation 5, and there are no mods there, so I had to loot every container one at a time. And when you get into the city, there are so many containers. I mean, just so many. And, you know, most people just ignore them because, for the most part, they're full of junk. You know, but not me. Like, I'm compulsive. I gotta loot them all. So,
Read what I said.
yeah. I need you to brush your teeth, chug orange juice, chew icebreaker mints, and then chew ice cubes for a factory reset. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
But it's a factory reset.
It sure is. Because once the pain hits your brain, you're gonna go into a coma.
Don't you rhyme at me.
And so, so this playthrough, I put in the auto loot mod, but I've also done a HD textures mod. So these textures are a lot nicer than what you would see on console or even on the PC version. This is 30 frames per second, but it's capable of doing much more. It's even capable of doing much more on this machine. I just don't want to stress the computer too much by streaming and running it wide open at the same time. Because the cooling on this machine, this computer isn't great. The GPU shortage forced me to buy a pre-built when I really would have rather built it. So, you know, the pre-built guys really didn't go all out on the fans. But it looks a lot more fluid at 60 frames per second, for sure. Pencil says, I'm such a casual gamer, though, and it kind of looks complicated and difficult. It's really not. I mean, first I would play it on story mode, if, you know, if that's how you want to play, because it's all just about having fun. And you don't have to do every quest and loot every container. You don't have to be me, you know. Lord God, you don't want to be me. Because I am anal.
What are you selling?
And
What's
OCD.
good?
So yeah, you know, just do the parts that are fun. Here's the rule for playing a game, and I wish it was advice that I could take. But stop when it stops being fun. You know what I mean? So if you're playing this and you're doing a side quest and it's no fun, just go work on the main quest. All the main quest is fun. Somebody get our Russian comrade there. Slack Pop says it's a fantastic game and you can play it at your own pace. Absolutely. He says, I have hours of playtime and I'm as far as Jay is right now. Yeah, and I got here in like 4 hours. But I like that auto loot saves so much time. You know, if you can buy it on PC and install the auto loot mod so that it loots all of the containers for you, I mean, it'll shave. God, I bet it would have shaved 200 hours off my playthroughs. You know, but I've played it all the way through twice. Like, I really do have 600 hours in it. I tweeted out a picture of the, you know, PlayStation profile where it shows the hours I have in it. You know, I know that's kind of sad, but yeah. Okay, this has these saddlebags are 70. I think that's better than what I have. Let me take a look.
Take care now.
Yeah, 30. It's way more than what I have.
How can I help you?
How does that work with containers and guards watching? If it's considered stealing, then you have a choice in the options. I have it set to not take anything that is considered stealing, and not take anything that's behind a locked door, and to not take anything that's related to a quest. Everything else is fair game, but you can get really specific. You can say, you know, give me like anything that doesn't weigh money, or you can say give me anything within a certain radius of where you're standing. There's just all kinds of options to get it exactly the way you want it to be.
What are you selling? What's good?
Alright, I have stuff that I could sell her to get my money back, but I'm saving it for the shop in Novigrad because they pay so much more. Alright,
Up for a few
let's do
rounds of
another round of
Gwent.
Gwent. Not a single spy card. This guy's really going all out for a first round. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Well, I've come this far. Come on, buddy, it's round one. Give up already. She is not giving in. I hate the monster deck. Giggity. Pencil says, how about the Netflix show? Have you guys watched it? Heard it was pretty good. I heard it was really good, but I haven't watched it yet. I really, really want to. I just haven't. You know, to be honest with you, I haven't really found a lot of time to do anything but sort of lay around in the bed and complain. Now, why did I play that 4 when I should have played a 5? That was stupid. That was stupid. That was so stupid. I bet I just lost this match. I love the guy actor though. Oh, Henry Cavill? Yeah. Yeah, Henry Cavill's great. You know, may not have been a great Superman, but that wasn't really his fault. Slagpipe says the first season is amazing. He's having trouble getting into the second season. Don't worry about that, he's picky. One of you guys get that spammer for me, please. That's alright, Slagpipe will get him. Do they really think that people are going to take their stupid, crazy URLs and go type them in somewhere? Do they really think the people are that dumb?
No, everyone knows not to type in random URLs on the internet.
Thank you, Vestris.
It's just not something you fucking do, right?
Yep. Pencil says, he was like, I don't have time to watch it, but sink 600 hours into the game. Yeah, basically. Yeah. I was so into the game that any time that I felt well enough to sit up, that's what I did. You know. Oof. I just lost. Sure did. Ouch. Oh, that hurt. I was not paying attention. I made some bad moves. Come back
How can
over
I help you?
I can't just let you win. That
Up
cost
for
me
a few
20
rounds
bucks.
of Gwent?
Vester says games be like that. Games do be like that. Hey, there's my spy. Sweet. Let's do it. And you do you, Jay. You do you. Oh, I do me. That's all I know how to do. Oh, look there. She played a decoy and took my spy off the board. Now she's going to play it back on me. And then I'll use the decoy and pick it up and play it back on her. About to get buck wild up in here. The monster deck is so overpowered in the early game because of that right there. Watch it pull cards out of the deck. See? That's why it's overpowered right there. They've passed, but I still don't know if I can win this. Let's see. I'll play these two and doubled it to 10. That'd be 46. Nope. I'm gonna have to give this one up. I should not have played the horn guy. I really gotta pay more attention to what I'm doing. I hate the monster deck. Hey. I'll take that, thank you very much. Already passed. Okay, fair enough. All comes down to round 3. Here we go. Card game thing reminded me a lot of my Yu-Gi-Oh day. I was terrible at it though. I'm pretty terrible with this, to be honest with you. But you know, I did make it to get the trophy, so that's something. But you know, the trophy's for collecting all the cards, which you have to win a lot of games to do. But see, look, she's gonna kill me every time with those. And and I don't have any extra spy cards, and I don't have any cards to burn her cards off the board. It's too early in the game, so I may have to come back and do this again. I can't beat the score she's got on the board with every card I've got. I'm gonna lay him down anyway. I haven't gotten into Gwyn on my game. Slackpipe says, Gwyn's a whole time sink on its own, man. It really is. So much so that they spun it off into another game. She is kicking my ass. Like, I do not have a chance with this deck. And even my monster deck doesn't have a chance against this one. She's got all 3 of the witches already. I won't have them for another few hours. See, I can't come anywhere near that score. 72. I'm having trouble having enough money, so I don't buy cards when I see them. I've never had trouble with money, but like I said, I loot everything like religiously.
Got so fucked up once, blood came out my ears.
Fancy a gander at our little stockpile. We've gathered ourselves quite the collection.
Like the
Why,
first
that's
time I
nice
played,
things
you know,
wasted
when you're in White Orchard, and you come to that big battlefield, and everybody's got a rusty sword. I looted every one of those rusty swords, and I didn't have the auto loot mod, and I only had the smallest saddlebag set in the game, the one that you start the game with, and I made like 3 or 4 trips back to get those just to sell them, and I didn't even sell them there. Like, I put them in my stash and saved them for later to see if I could get a better price for them. And sure enough, when I got to Novigrad, they had better prices. Now, the DLC that adds Toussaint, it's not Hearts of Stone, it's the other one. Something Blood, something, the one about vampires. It's really good. I'm not doing it justice by not recalling the name. But it has shops in Toussaint, the new area that gets added, and they pay even more. Oh my god, this guy plays Gwent too. Okay, I'm going to come back and
Show me
do
what
Gwent
you got.
later when I have a better deck.
Do Gwent now. When you
Let's
have
see
a
what
bad
cards
deck.
this guy got. Hey, there's another decoy card. Cavalry Ride and Nilfgaardian. What's this map? I'll take that. What's this? 70. I think the ones I just bought had 70 carry weight, so I wish I'd seen these Nilfgaardian saddlebags though. They look nicer than mine. That was dedication. Yeah. That's where most of the hours come from, is me going the extra mile to do dumb shit that nobody else would ever do. Let's see, I want this Nilfgaardian armor for sure, so let's see, what level? 10? I'm 5 levels away from needing it though. So I'm gonna come back here. Not receiving enough videos, damn it. Drives me crazy. Let's see. Eventually I'm gonna have the quality of the stream down put to a potato. Alright, let's see if that helps. I don't know if you guys are seeing interruptions or not. Whether or not the stream gets interrupted and whether or not YouTube warns me that it's gonna get interrupted are 2 different things, but
See ya.
I lowered the bit rate a little bit more. We'll see. Yeah, let's meditate to daylight. Alright, now we're back to good stream health. But like I said, we're about to potato quality at this point. I think it's the game that Sebastian plays. So we may have to start scheduling streams around that. Maybe while he's going to school. I hate to do that though because he's so much fun during the stream. So maybe I just need to get him more involved so that he won't feel like having to go off and do his own thing. I would just up the internet, but I don't have the money right now. On the count of I spent the last 11 or 12 months laying on my back, you know, in the bed. Not laying on my back in the fun way, I wish. But laying on my back, hoping to get healthy enough to go back to work. So I'm hoping tomorrow when they do the scope to look for the source of the bleeding that they both find it and find that they can fix it on the spot. 'Cause sometimes they can, right? They'll find like a blood vessel that they can burn or, you know, whatever. And they'll just go ahead and fix it while they're in there. So let's hope that's what happens. But, you know, somehow I doubt it. But we'll see. But yeah, I had all of the quality issues and internet issues worked out until I bought Sebastian that daggum computer. So seems to me that I either need to upgrade the internet speed, it's the upload speed especially, or stream while he's not here, or give him a controller and play a 2-player game so he'll be occupied while we stream. So we'll work on that. But in the meantime, I've watched the last couple of streams back, and even though the bitrate was low, it didn't really look bad. You know, it's not like you guys come here for super high quality clips of games. Alright, let's see. We can find the Peller's Hut. We're definitely not going to go to Skellige yet. We can go find Triss. Okay, these are secondary quests and Witcher contracts, so definitely not doing that level 33 one. We'll do this Gwent. These Gwent ones are the ones I need to do to build up my deck to be able to beat people. Let's go do a secondary quest. How far away is that? Alright, not too far. We'll knock out these 2 question marks on the way. Let's go, Roach.
Come on.
Ooh, a monster nest. What we got here? Okay, ghouls. So, for ghouls, we need necrophage oil. While we're at it, we'll do some Thunderbolt and cast Wind. Let him have it. You did.
Not good.
It was early game, so I don't really have a lot of cool moves, you know.
Ghoul nest. Ought to just destroy it.
See that auto loot? Like, it looted this whole thing and saved me all that time. Oh, I was standing too close. I would have had to, you know, put on my Witcher sense and found the stuff that's glowing and searched it one at a time, so like I cannot express how much of a time saver it is. It doesn't make the game any easier. Well, I guess it does because you loot more food, you know. But on the normal difficulty level, all you've got to do to heal is meditate anyway. The harder difficulty level, meditating won't heal you up. So, I guess in a way it makes it a little easier because you got more stuff to sell and you got more food to eat. So, yeah, maybe slightly easier, but really it's just a convenience because I was going to loot all that stuff anyway. You know, I was really bad for stopping and getting every flower that popped up on my mini-map, you know. Okay, buddy, tell me about your weird quest.
Help an old feeble woman.
What's wrong?
T'other night blasphemers pox take and profane the shrine to Verna the Merciful. Shrine's gotta be repaired, else Verna will take umbrage. Our cows will croak, our kitties will be covered in warts, and our dogs will get the mange.
Well, we wouldn't want the dogs to get the mange.
Warts
I mean, the kids
and
can
mange?
get warts, whatever,
Sounds
but
dangerous.
Lord have mercy, not the
Fine, I'll
doggos.
help you. Done.
The good gods have sent ye to me. Someone to repair their shrines from this day on.
Look, already got a trade. I'm a witcher. Restoring traditional roadside structures in wood, just not my specialty.
Fighting evil, that's a witcher's calling. And vandals are worse than beasts.
Fine. I see any damaged shrines, I'll take care of them. Won't go out of my way, though.
Nothing's out of the way in these parts.
Won't go out of my
Gods
way,
will
though,
guide
he
you.
says. The game makers know it, and I'll go out of my way. Alright. Then we'll do this one. Where you at, Roach? Let's go ahead and meditate for a sec so we can get our potions back. Which I guess I didn't really need to do since I only used one of them, but whatever. Whoa.
Run, Roach.
Bandit can. Sweet. Whoa! The game crashed. Give me just a second. Stupid mods. Just a sec here, I'll boot it back up. I have no idea what happened. I wonder when the last time it autosaved. Keeps doing that, I may have to turn some mods off. Okay. At the checkpoint.
The Witcher's
That's fine.
contact in Velen was to be Hendrik, the Emperor's spy.
Of course, it was
Hendrik
at the
was
checkpoint,
operating
but it
incognito
was when
in
I
that
talked to the old
war-ravaged
lady
land.
about that quest.
His
That was
mission
just a few seconds
to
ago.
gather intelligence about Ciri. Yet Geralt arrived too late. The Wild Hunt had reached Hendrik first. The Witcher learned nothing from the spy's corpse, but the Wraiths had failed to find his notes. Geralt read them and knew that Ciri had been a guest of the Bloody Baron, a local warlord, and that she'd quarreled with a witch.
You look off.
Alright, let's try that again. This time, let's run in on foot, just to be safe. I've got a mod that makes the textures nicer, and you know, maybe I ran in so fast that it loaded too much too fast, you know.
Kill him, strip him, then dump him in a ditch. No!
Let's see, hang on. Give me Hangman's Venom. And let's try a bomb.
Bastards conjuring!
Bastards conjuring. Well, made quick work of them. See, that was considered the chest, you know, like the... I mean, I don't want to say quest, because the question marks, for the most part, aren't quests, but the auto loot didn't get it, because, you know, it was important. You know, you beat the guys, and then you get the prize. So, yeah, in situations like that, it doesn't auto loot, which is good, you know, because, you don't want to, like, be walking through Novigrad and have something behind a locked door looted, and then later on they tell you to go get it, and then you spend all this time looking for it, you can't find it, and then you realize it's been in your inventory, you know, for hours and hours. So that's the kind of thing they're trying to avoid. So, things are really... See, look here, I've looted the whole damn town just about.
Show me what you got.
Automatically. It saves so much time. You know, but don't get me wrong, me personally, I would not play it the first time with auto loot on. But, you know, if you're a casual gamer and you don't have a lot of time, hell yeah, you know, go for it. Alright, this guy should be easier to play. Maybe we can build up some special cards and go back and kick some ass later. So the chat's gotten really quiet. Somebody let me know that you're here. Let's see. Alright, there we go. Thank you, Pencil. Because I'm always afraid when YouTube gives me a warning about the quality. Sometimes if it cuts out for a few seconds and it comes back in, YouTube will make it a new video with a new URL. And if that happens, I could end up talking to the old chat while everybody else was automatically moved on to the new one. Been a long time, but it has happened. But it's really cool of you guys to keep me playing in the background. You know, that's really awesome because it gets my watch time up, and it's immensely helpful. Especially for a channel, you know, that's been dead for 11 or 12 months. It's really cool of you. Thanks, Pencil. Thanks to all of you guys. I really appreciate you. I really do. How has he got 14 cards? How has he got 16 cards? What is he doing? Oh, he's got 8 cards. I'm reading the score. Oh my god, I've been up too long. I don't even know how the game works anymore. God, that was stupid. I played this game for over 600 hours. Wow. In my defense, you know, I got a lot going on. I gotta go have my stomach scope tomorrow, and I'm nervous. I do not like it. No, sir, I don't. I do miss your stream, Jay, but always seeing the notification in the middle of the day when I'm at work, so I was not able to join much. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate you joining when you can, you know. What I really need to do is get a schedule worked out, you know, maybe twice a week, once during the day and once in, you know, the night, so that everybody, no matter what time zone they're in, can join in at least one of them. That would be ideal. But, I mean, I got no intention of turning this into like a streaming channel. You know, I just do this for fun, to get my watch time up, and to connect, you know, with the audience. It's valuable to be able to speak directly to the people that watch your videos. And sometimes I'm just lurking. Yeah. I love lurkers. You know, the best thing about people that lurk is that they leave the video playing for long stretches of time. You know, right now it tells me that the average watch time is 4 minutes and 33 seconds, but it said that last time. And then after 3 hours, when the stats came in, the average watch time was almost 20 minutes, which is a huge step forward. I let him have that round, because he's only got 2 cards left. Oh my, and they're both weather cards. That is unfortunate. Not only are they both weather cards, but neither one of them will do anything about my siege cards. That's unfortunate. I mean, it's actually very fortunate for me, but it's unfortunate for Mr. Opponent here. I only needed 1 point to beat him, and I laid down 38. So, talk about overkill. Let's see, what card did I get? What is that? Must be for another deck. Yep. Okay, yeah. A 1. That's fantastic. a 1 in a deck that I don't like to use. That's great. It's fantastic. That's totally worth it. See, I used to have to go into every one of these huts, look through all their stuff, and just rob them one person at a time.
Greetings.
Salutations! Whither do you come from, and where will you go?
Hard to say. Seen a lot of the world and plan to see more.
As have I, as do I.
Not the best place for a traveling peddler.
Profits lie amidst risk. True, the war's brought strife and hardship, but folk live on, and where there is life, there is trade.
Prepared to risk your life for a bit of coin?
Coin, my friend, is of little import. Hard as I try, I simply cannot remain still, so I wander and wander the world.
Yeah, it's the
I
same
see
thing
new places,
that
speak with folk I've never known.
Geralt
It's
told
what I like,
the
and that's worth
professor
the
at the beginning of the game. The first soldier that sees you will kill you for your boots. buddy.
Take a peek if you don't mind.
There's a Easter egg in the game where later on you can find that guy. You talk to the guy, and he says that he's headed to the front to record the war for history. And Geralt tells him that the first soldier that sees him will kill him for his boots. And later on you can find his dead body with his boots missing. Which is interesting attention to detail.
Farewell.
We'll meet again. I know this.
Literally had nothing but junk. I guess I probably could have sold stuff to him for money, though.
Take a peek.
What's he paying for swords? Nothing. Nothing. Ooh, that axe is 13. I hate using axes, though. Whoa, 23. I may have to use it for a while. Because plus 23 to attack, that's huge. Let's see. I like to keep one of each item because when you're trying to craft and you want to see what items will break down into what, you know, because sometimes you need something when you're crafting and you use all of the material. You need to get some more, and you're thinking, well, what items can I get that I can break down into this item? And the best way to find out is to just look, you know. So if you have one of everything, then you can quickly check and see what everything breaks down into, if that makes sense. But boy, does it make your inventory messy.
Farewell.
We'll meet again. I know this.
Alright, I see a blacksmith. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use that axe. I normally don't like to use axes, especially since a lot of times Geralt will talk about his two swords on his back, and it's kind of weird when he's talking about the two swords on his back and he's got an axe and one sword.
Yeah?
Craft special order weapons too?
Do politicians murder high-class prostitutes? Course.
This is me with Animal Crossing. I need to have one of each item just in case. Storage full to the max. Yeah, you're right there with me.
I'll take a look. Maybe pick something.
See, I'm glad I made that extra money so I could buy these maps and diagrams. Whoa, plus 50. Holy crap. Wait, that's silver. What did I just buy? Is it also silver? Okay. Plus 6% critical. And this one has nothing, so I made a good choice, even if it was absent-minded. Alright. Nothing that beats my stupid axe. Okay, sweet. Anything I can craft that'll be useful? Let's see. Level 12, 13, 16. Is that plus 35? Does that beat the sword I just bought? Well, it's a Witcher sword, so it's probably better anyway. Hey, I got the steel sword too. Sweet. I'm glad I looked. Wish I would have looked before I bought that other sword, though.
So long.
And maybe I can get most of my money back if I sell it in Novigrad. Wow, the Viper Steel Sword is 13 points less than my stupid axe. But I'm going to switch to it anyway because I can put a runestone in it. So, what have I got? Plus 3 to sign intensity. I'll take that. And there we go. Alright. I need to be saving up money so I can get that level 10 armor back at Crow's Perch. So,
I'll take
see
a
if
look.
I can sell
Maybe
this guy
pick
something to get some of my money back. See, he's a blacksmith. He should be paying higher for these weapons, but stupid Velen, everybody's dirt poor. Animal Crossing seems like something that I would really be into, but it also seems like something that would eat like literally all of my time. Alright, got all my money back, sweet. Go auto loot. Let's see, do I want to spend the time to play cards with him? I guess I do.
Up for a few rounds of Gwent?
And didn't get my spy card. I'm just going to pass the whole first round to try to win both of the second and third. So all he's got to do to win is play one card. And of course he's got a card with 1 point. I was hoping he'd have to play 2. No, he would never have to play 2. I was hoping he would have to play a card that was a 2 or 3. Well, I guess I can take his spy card. That's the next best thing. Now he's passed. That makes sense. Well, I'll go ahead and give him that point on this round. And then I wish I had a lower card. See, now I'm having to play a 4 when I just need a 2. But it is what it is. Alright. My 10 versus your 11 for the win, buddy. My 11 versus your 11 for the win, buddy. What have I got in my discard? Okay, 4. because that card there allows me to pull a card out of the discard pile. So, well, I can also double my siege with my king here. So, I think I'll use this guy to double the front row here, because I got these two guys that will double just by being next to each other. Although I probably would have been better off to just double these crossbow guys, but whatever, it's already done now. Yeah, I definitely would have done better to put it on the crossbow. Oh well. Still gonna beat him by a good amount. When you get up to the higher levels of playing Gwent, they start to burn your cards off the table, and you can do it back to them, but man, does it piss you off sometimes. Wish I had another decoy so I could take that spy back off the board and put it back on him. Oh no, he rained out my siege row. Well, his too. But yep, trying to hit me where it hurts, he is. Yeah, I got this one in the bag, I think. Ooh. If he'd had better cards, well, I guess that's true for anybody. But after he cut two of my rows in half, I got scared for a second, but he only had 2 cards left, so. What card did I get? Anything useful? Forktail, a monster card. Great. Ah! Ouch. Ooh, the fights, okay. Yeah, let's fight.
Will you join the tournament? Eh? A bit of honest fist fighting to clear the lungs and bowels. Though I warn you, Jonah can be fierce. Likes to bite.
To clear the lungs and bowels.
So, what'll it be?
I didn't realize it cleared the bowels.
What are the rules?
We mostly use fists, but no one looks askance at a stray kick to the stones. Defeat Jonah, then Smithy, and stand Fishgulper, and you'll earn the right to face the sergeants. Velen's champion.
I really want to face the sergeant because I know him. That's the Baron's right-hand man, and he is an asshole. So I definitely want to punch his face.
All right. Let's see just how fierce Jonah is.
Feast your eyes on an epic clash between Jonah and the Drifter.
They got to sack a millet from the ladies. Except weren't one but 2 they left of Valence.
it, and I'll have him perfect. Hey.
Drifters defeated Jonah! Could this be a new champion of Velen in the making? Who can tell? You've still Smithy from the inn at the crossroads to defeat, then Fishculper from Lindenville. I'll leave you to guess what he does.
Gulps fish, obviously.
Ruffians to a man. Looters, horses.
Thistle. Thistle.
No, I'm staying here. Maybe I'll spot Hannah.
Oh, I remember this quest. This one
Looking
is
for a hunter
something
named
else.
Neelan.
Found him. What do you want?
I don't want to give it away, but
Hear about your
we're gonna
notice
find a werewolf.
from
I'll tell you
Witcher.
that much.
When do you last see your wife?
5 days passed, before dawn. On my way out to hunt, she were asleep. I come back, I've no sign of her.
Notice anything strange? Maybe her behavior?
No, she were her happy, smiling self. Nothing different of late. She's not run off, if that's what you're asking.
Maybe she went to the neighboring village, forgot to tell you.
No, my sister were never gone this long before.
Tried looking for her?
First time I
Asked her
played
in the
this,
village
as soon as she
months or
spoke,
ago.
I was
Must
like,
have
yeah,
left when they were still sleeping.
that's the
Told
bad
her
guy.
time and again not to wander off on her own. She never listened.
I must have some menfolk to scour the woods. Nothing.
I'll look in the woods. You might have missed something. Ask around, too. She have any friends?
Hannah keeps to herself mostly.
See,
Watches the
she said it
blacksmith's young
past
at
tense,
times.
and then said it.
And in the village,
Yeah. So that could just
Glenna,
be
the
her,
witch's wife.
like,
She likes her best.
Thanks. I'll try to
realizing
find her.
that it's
but
unlikely
no
they'll ever
promises.
find her alive. But it also could be super suspicious, like she knows for a fact she's dead. You know what I mean? So,
With the Baron like a new daughter, got a few I can spare.
I've got a son to spare.
I don't want to say that it's sus because, you know, that's a dead meme. But, dead meme or not, it's pretty sus.
Greetings, you Glenna.
Aye, but gristle and marrow's all I'm willing to sell, and you'll have to wait till I'm done carving it.
You the butcher's wife?
Butcher? Please. Might have called him a butcher when we lived in the shade of Novigrad's
Detective
walls.
J, huh? Yeah.
Now he deals in carrion.
All I
fallen
need is a
animals.
Pikachu
Their
that
bones
can
still
talk,
fit for soup.
and I'll be
So,
the next Ryan
Buying
Reynolds.
something?
You don't even look like Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is sexier than you.
Wanted to talk to you about Hannah. Hear you were friendly.
She come by at times? We talk?
She seems strange lately.
I don't have
Any
to
idea
look
where
like
she might have
Ryan
gone?
Reynolds to be a detective. I
Strange?
just need a talking
No? A
Pikachu.
cheerful soul always.
You
If
can
I'm
just
to
put a
judge,
voice
it's the
box in a
wolves got her.
Pikachu
Been howling the
That
nights
doesn't
through
count. I need a
lately.
real
Even the
Pikachu that can
Baron's
really
men are
talk.
feared to come by.
Those don't exist.
Hannah must have gone to the wood to gather mushrooms, maybe.
If they don't
Straight too
exist,
deep
then
and the
that's
howlers got her.
not cool.
Thanks.
All right.
Farewell.
Hannah must have went into the woods. That's bad. This is a world where people do not survive going into the woods.
Wow. My dad used to make swords like yours. Can I touch it?
It's sharp. Better not. Need to talk to your father.
I forged swords once. Now it's sides and O's. For good arms, you'll need to go to Novigrad.
Wanted to ask you about Hannah. Heard she looked after your children.
Hannah?
Is this the same
Do you know where she
dude
is?
that I just bought
No,
swords off of
that's
a
why
while
I'm
ago?
here. She maybe tell you where she was going or anything else?
She said
I mean, he's right. The
turnips are
best
healthy,
swords
and we ought to
on
eat
this
them.
map are in
I saw her go
Novigrad.
to the forest with another lady. It was dawn almost. I'd gone out so I wouldn't
Pencil
risk the
says,
colour.
The forest?
I
She's
think
done for.
more of like Sherlock
Why?
Holmes, but Detective Pikachu
Huge
will
pack
fit you more, I
roams the
think.
area. None from the village dares go in the forest.
So you'll be Sherlock.
Neelan's only one not feared, but then
and
he's a hunter.
I'll be Detective Pikachu.
Did you get a good look at the other woman? Know who it was?
No.
Say, now
She
there's
walked in
another
front of
woman
our Hannah.
involved. Now, who do we
Couldn't
think
see.
that is? I got a pretty good idea who it is.
Thanks. Farewell.
Yep, that's the same guy that just sold me a sword. Talking about, oh, I don't make swords anymore. You see how it looted this hut before I even got to it? Love that auto loot mod. I cannot say enough nice things about it. Lord, how far is this? I thought it was real close. It's pretty close. I wonder what I would miss by not taking the road. Anything? Anything interesting? I think if there's gonna be anything interesting, they'd put it near this path, right? So. I figured maybe there'd be a monster nest or something, but apparently not. Alright, let's see what we can find. Detective Not Pikachu is on the case. Hang on. Beast oil. And Thunderbolt. And Thunderbolt. Why is it not working? The Thunderbolt's not working. I can hold down to swap it, but I can't tap
Witcher?
it to use one. I don't know what happened.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't be in the forest alone.
Obviously, I didn't
came
need
to
it.
tell you. You needn't look for Hannah.
Yeah, I
She'd
don't
have
need
returned
to
long
look for her.
past were she alive. I'll
She's
pay you
alive,
twice
she's been
Neelan's
back
pledge.
already.
Just tell the man his Hannah's dead.
Don't want to know what happened to her?
I want you to look at this bitch.
I've no illusions, Witcher.
G-Money says
And
I'm
Belen,
his
you're gone as
Ryan
long as
Reynolds.
she's been. You don't come back.
Thank you, G-Money.
Hannah's dead for certain. Neelan ought to accept his loss. Move on with his life.
He ought to accept his loss. She been missing for a day. He ought to just move on, you know. Maybe find a new wife.
Strange. People usually prefer to know the fate of their loved ones, whatever the cost.
What good will it do? I'll not get my sister back. And Neelan's all I got left. I can't lose him too. And, well, he'll not rest till he avenges his Hannah, even if it eats up his life. The man deserves better.
No, I'm gonna find her.
Sorry, not in the habit of leaving jobs undone.
Folks speak true about you Witchers. You're heartless beasts.
Yeah, I'm a heartless beast. Seriously, tapping does nothing. I can hold it in. That is so weird. The top one works. Weird. Oh well. Trust me, this game is no stranger to strange bugs, especially when you throw some mods into the mix.
Smell of a rotting corpse. Blood spattered all around. Must be Hannah. Torn to pieces, literally. No man did this.
It's a doggo.
Cuts. Made with long claws. Flesh torn clear off.
I bet he was a good boy, too. He smelled what?
This is getting interesting.
He said rotting corpses, didn't he? G-Money says, can you believe I never played this franchise? That's the same thing Pencil said. But love the show and the game story. Now see,
Claw marks.
I've played
Deep.
600 plus hours of the game, but haven't seen the show yet.
Werewolf. No doubt about it.
But I'm
Gotta
gonna
be
watch
careful.
the show, and I think I want to buy the books.
Paw marks. Wonder where they lead. Shit. Climbed the tree. I can't get up there. Maybe find something else on the ground.
I heard farting Roper. Oh. Show is really good. Oh, I thought he smelled blood. I'm not sure what he said, to be honest with you. I thought he said something about blood and a rotting corpse.
Tuft of fur. Whatever lost it hasn't bathed in a while.
And here we are following stink trails again. This game loves to give you stink trails.
I mean, you leave one everywhere you go, so it's not a surprise you know how to
I
follow.
don't leave a stink trail everywhere I go. You hush. This boy gets more sassy than him every day. It's so damn dark I can't even see the stupid stink trail. Where'd it go? Where did I find a pair of trousers? Good lord. Oh, there's the trail.
My question is, why do you have someone else's pants in your inventory?
I don't know. I looted it from somewhere. Was that... Did I must have followed it backwards to the beginning. That's why it ends there. Let's go in the other direction. Or did I? God, I hate stink trails. No, this is the beginning.
Man's clothes. Shredded, but no sign of blood. Who
Where is
rips
it?
their own clothes off, leaves them in the woods?
Okay, now I'm following this. Alright, we got it.
Looks like a hunter's quarters.
Sweet. This trade your pants is useful. Sometimes you just need to change clothes, am I right? If the guy I'm following had found those pants, he would have had some extra pants to put on. If you hate stink trails, don't eat bad Mexican food. That's just good advice, G-Money. It's just good advice. Unfortunately, I really love Mexican food. Oh, there's a bear. Let's see. Beast oil. And if it's not going to let me use this bottom row, then let's move the Thunderbolt up. I Can't do that during combat. There we go. Head down, bear. You won't be able to bear this.
Damn, you're on me.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
I'm going to strangle you!
Especially with such a bad news bear.
Alright, that's it. That's it. Come here.
Stop strangling me! Additional bear pun. Alright, quick.
That's it. I'm bludgeoning you.
Oh, easy.
Hey,
Easy.
see this part of the chair where I ripped off? I'm gonna hit you with it. Bonk.
Do you say bonk every time you hit somebody with something?
Notes. Wonder whose.
Mysterious notes. Let's see.
Mysterious notes.
I am
Mysterious.
I am who I am. I can't change that. Shirts woven of parsley and potions made of virgins' tears might work in old wives' tales, but not for me. It is time to come to terms with it. With Hannah's love and iron discipline, I have found a way to manage. But I must remember to hide in the woods before the full moon rises. To go somewhere far from others, far from Hannah. The attack comes and then passes. I wake up with wounds on my hand and the taste of blood in my mouth. Perhaps it is for the best that I don't remember. Killing prey with a bow and arrow is one thing. To tear it apart with fang and claw, at least here deep in the woods, I won't hurt any people. Merciful Melite? Blah, blah, blah. Watch over any who stray too close. Yep, he's a werewolf. Detective Pikachu has declared werewolf. I'm trying to think of a bear pun, but can't come up with any. So I guess your list of puns is bear. I am defeated. Yeah, that one was right there in front of you. G-Money can't bear it to not hear any more bear puns. The bare necessities, the faithful bear that stop choking me.
Anyway, back to it.
Seriously, stop choking me.
Stop making bear puns.
Should have never let you become a teenager. Alright, locked chest.
Alright, new movie concept. Actually, no, I can't say that on stream.
Alright, go behave.
Remember the bear joke I made to you about, like, bears on a plane?
Like snakes on a plane, but with bears?
No, the other one.
No, I don't.
Bear
Pencil says I am bar. Barehanded.
I'll tell you after the stream.
Well.
Blood's just barely
You'll
dried.
just have to bear it till then.
He was dragged
I swear
here.
to God,
Wonder where from.
I will stab you.
Alright, I want to get my potions back. And I don't think this guy can beat me, but I'm going to save it anyway.
Looks like rain.
Looks like rain. B-A-R. Bar. I think I need a Russian movie about bears on a plane. Yeah, right? Comrade, I am sick of all of these motherfucking bears on this motherfucking plane. That was the worst Russian accent ever.
That's why I slapped you.
Alright, let's see what we got. I'm gonna bet it's a werewolf. Who wants to bet that it's a werewolf is what we've got?
Werebear.
Is it a werebear? Oh no, not a werebear. Hey, this game has werebears. When you go to Skellige, I swear to God, dudes who turn into bears, I swear.
Furries?
No, no, actual real bears.
Oh. Oh, come on, I had to. It was a good opportunity.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Pretty funny, yeah. I must have set the contrast wrong when the game started because everything
darker.
is too dark.
Make it darker.
And when I go into the settings,
I think you should have upped the contrast.
there's no option for
Contrast.
redoing the contrast.
I'm just gonna have to bear with it.
Yeah, I just have to bear with it. Hey, you did that one, not me.
I learned the headlock trick from
We have a snake on the plane. Why not bears? Yeah, like you just rearranged the plot so that instead of a passenger plane, it's like a freight plane, and it's got a bunch of packages bound for the circus, and it turns out that most of them are bears in cages. And because somebody's evil, they unlock all the cages, and as soon as there's some turbulence, all of the doors shake open, and bears on a plane. I think I just wrote the script. What am I supposed to find under here? Search the werewolf slayer. Oh, wait for nightfall. Oh my god. I'm so stupid. Why didn't I read it? So I had this idea for a movie, and it's about boxing, but a bear gets in the ring. Bear boxing?
Hey, look at what I said though.
Bare-handed, bare-chested, bare-knuckle would be the movie's promotional slogan. Hey, that's pretty damn good. Someone once said, I think, have you heard of Winnie the Pooh? That one is a horror show. Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, cuddly little evil bear, stuffed with murder. Alright, it's midnight. Show me a werewolf. Oh, there he is! Come out of nowhere, too. Let's see what we got here. Griffin decoction, resistance to slashing damage, etc., etc. Cat potion, that'll help me see. Oh god, he's kicking my ass. Alright, I really need to heal, really need to heal, really need to heal. Got him.
Damn it.
Okay, I got it. There we go. The one with the elephant legit gave me a nightmare when I was younger. No doubt. That one guy says, they took my eyes, Winnie the Pooh. Oh God.
The other thing.
I don't know about y'all, but the walrus from Pingu gave me nightmares.
Pingu Walrus.
Pingu Walrus was nightmare fuel type stuff. Amen to that.
Look at the Pingu Walrus.
Yeah, I knew what you're talking about.
Pingu Walrus.
You insane? Stand back, he's dangerous.
Not to me, he's not. It's Neelan.
Lycanthropy can afflict anyone, but it is a curse, so sorry, but I have to.
You don't understand.
He says he has to kill this guy, but he talked to the hunter earlier and told him that if he had lycanthropy, if he was a werewolf, that he could help him lift the curse. You don't understand. I love him. Yeah, you're a raving woman.
What is this nonsense?
I love him. Always have. Even after I'd learned his secret.
You knew? Did you know I shut myself in here to wait out me change?
I knew, and I didn't mind. But you chose Hannah. I wanted her to see you. I wanted her to fear you. She'd not have stayed. And we could be together.
I knew it was her.
Brought her here. That night. 'Twas the reason I had the taste of blood in me mouth come morn.
I did it for us. She was to see you turn, not more. I didn't want her death. You've got to believe me.
I don't. And I'll kill you willingly. First time for that, in fact.
You won't kill
Can't let you
anyone,
kill her.
ever again.
She's a crazy psycho that got her sister killed.
No! Don't hurt him!
Get out of
There's
here
no way
before
I
I
can
change
let
my
you just
mind.
murder her.
Run.
Any kind of animal with human teeth is super creepy. Especially stuff animals.
Sorry it had to end this way.
You know, there's actually a Pooh Bear in a doctor's
If
office.
the game would let me, I swear I'd kill her too.
If the game would let me, I'd kill the Pingu Walrus. I hate
She deserves it, really. She basically murdered her sister. But the game makes it so that I can't kill them both. I have to pick. I either let the werewolf kill her, or I kill the werewolf. But in my mind, the werewolf will go on to kill other people, but the crazy sister won't. So that is what I picked. But ideally, I would have done both of them. Fish with human teeth gives me nightmares. It'll give anybody nightmares. A locked chest with some hunter's trousers and silver ore. That's it. What a waste.
You don't want to know about the hunter's trousers.
I probably don't. Won't be getting paid for that job. I killed the quest giver. Alright, what's next? That one's a good story. Yep. Where's Smithy and Fish Gulper? Let's see where on the map. Whoa. That's not too far away. It's back at the inn at the crossroads. I should run and do that. Because there's a quest next to it, and another board where I can get some more quests. Why didn't I get the quest board while I was in Crow's Perch? I'm gonna go do that first. On the way, anyway. Why does Fist of Fury have a red skull on it? It's just a boxing match. Alright. Well, if it's gonna be all difficult, then let's get the other quests first then. So we'll go to Crow's Perch and read the message board, and then we'll go to that other message board. And we'll go to that
That's
yellow
it, Roach.
excitement mark. And then we can pick from the quests once we have them in the quest log. Not enough receiving video. Are you starting that game up again? Because it lags the crap out of my stream every time you do it. Seriously, it really does.
Good. Supper. I have power now.
Yeah. I've lowered the bitrate about as low as I can, I think. Without the whole thing looking just like garbage.
Faster. Come on.
Alright, Crow's Perch it is. Alright, now the warning's gone away. I think it just happens when you're first loading it, you know it? Let's turn the bitrate back up then. Because it's probably way too low now. Are you guys still here? Somebody comment and let me know.
It's not the comment section.
Okay, somebody type something in chat and let me know. Are you happy now?
Slow now. Whoa.
I need to find another way to
Faster.
Adjust the chat besides dialing the bitrate way down. Something that's more effective. Something that I can just leave on.
Move it.
Maybe I'll bump it down to 720p. It's not like I'm a professional streamer. Thank you, Pencil. You're always there when I need you. Appreciate it. YouTube keeps giving me an occasional warning like the stream's gonna go down or something, but it never does. G-Money says you. Thank you, G-Money. I really appreciate that. That's really
Slow
nice.
now.
Thank you.
Move it.
Every time you go by them, they say the same thing. Got the asses whipped like an overgrad whore. No.
Spot a cider for you.
That's in the
Or a bit of
donkey
dry
ears
curd.
are in
The
the
latter's not exactly bursting, but what I got sure to please.
DLC.
Like to take a look.
I don't have it for the computer. I bought the DLC on the PlayStation. Right, that religion book is for a Skellige quest. I know that. Those saddlebags are smaller than the ones I have. What cards does he have? Fire Scorpion. That's not useful. Brigade Guard from Nilfgaard. Nilfgaard, Jesus. I swear if you're not playing as Nilfgaard or monsters, it's really hard to find decent cards. You're very welcome, Pencil. I'm happy to do it. I really am. I'm just glad people show up. You know? When I make a video, I'm just glad somebody watches it. It's really... Because I tell you what, man, you can look all over YouTube and find channels where, you know, I saw a guy that had been making videos for 10 years and still got like 12 views a video. And he's still making them, you know? And, you know, I get that because I love to make videos too. I just been sick. So I could see myself making videos with nobody watching. I really could. But I'm lucky enough to have an audience that, you know, watches my stuff, and that really means something to your morale. You know what I mean? Nilfgaard. No, it's Nilfgaard with an N. But
Nilfgaard.
I would,
Woo!
I would totally love to go to Nilfgaard though.
Same here.
Sounds like a channel on a certain hub site. Giggity giggity. Yep. I'm sure he means hubcap.com.
Is that a car website? Why do you go to car websites?
I totally
Are you
made
looking
that
at
up.
car?
Alright, stop. I don't care much for the game, but hanging out in the chat is fun. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. I try
How
to
about a
talk
few
to the
rounds of
chat as
cards?
much as possible,
Gwent
even when it
specifically.
costs me the game. You know what I mean? Because this isn't a gaming channel. I'd make an occasional video about, well, I made one video about a game, and I plan on making a few more. But this is a comic book channel at heart, and the games on the live streams are just an excuse to talk to the chat. I mean, that's the truth. I do love this game though. G-Money says, I actually had someone apply to my store, and she put independent contractor from Baby Dolls, a strip club. Oh, wow. Independent contractor. That's, accurate. You could also do a comic book game, too. Yeah, I was thinking about doing, like, a video where I talk about, all of the games under a certain character. Like, did you guys know that there's a Wikipedia page solely dedicated to all the games about Spider-Man? I mean, how cool would it be to go through that list and take all the most interesting ones, or even make mention of all of them, and put it into a video where I just talk a little bit about each game and move on quickly. You know, that could be a lot of fun. I guess I should buy this game. Should I only get Witcher 3 or all three of them? So, the first Witcher game is very different. It's an old game. You can tell that it's old because the first thing it does is show you a top-down view and then do a whole tutorial that explains to you the new over-the-shoulder gameplay mode that you can switch to if you want, you know, describing it as like some kind of hot new technology. And it's all about timing, so you'll be locked in a battle with somebody and like you'll click the mouse in a certain way, and there's like 3 fighting styles you can switch between. So think about like rhythm clicking, I guess you would call it. So that's a very different game, but I mean, it's got a lot of good story in it, but it's very, very different. Then The Witcher 2 is like a regular RPG, but it's not open world. So imagine like the old RPGs where you couldn't just go where you wanted to. It would do one thing right after another in a certain order, and you followed along. And then The Witcher 3 breaks away from that and goes full open world. So it's like they reinvent it with every one. But no, you don't need 1 and 2. Just play 3. It catches you up right at the beginning. If you're gonna play 1 and 2, then play 1 on the easiest difficulty setting. Well, if you're not doing PC, then that solves your problem, because 1 or 2 I don't think they're out for anything but PC, because until The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk, these guys were exclusively PC game makers, I think. Game makers, a PC game studio. I don't think you can get The Witcher 1 for anything but PC. Let me find out. I am interested now. I need to know. So let's see. Witcher 1 is available for Windows, Mac, and Classic Mac. And Witcher 2 is available for Witcher 2 you can get on Xbox 360. So if you're gonna play them all, then you would do Witcher 2 and then 3, and you would skip 1, which is what I would have recommended anyway. Or just play 3 if you're not into 2. But you can give 2 a try. It's really cheap at this point. Yeah, exactly. Classic Mac, like pre-Unix Mac. Like the classic Mac OS. So it's like GTA. 1 and 2 were top-down, and GTA 3 came along. Yeah, it's like that in that they're very different. Like, I'd say that Witcher 1 was top-down, but it highly encourages you to use the over-the-shoulder view, and it is a game that's made out of polygons. You know what I mean? So, GTA 1 was top-down, like, Super Nintendo style top-down. I mean, it was a PlayStation game, obviously, but it was, like, sprite-based. But this is, like, a 3D game made out of polygons. It's just, normally, well, not normally. Optionally, you can play it from like a sort of bird's eye view, but it really wants you to do the over-the-shoulder thing. On an unrelated note, what are we gonna say? The unrelated note has not come yet. Slackpipe says, "How old is Witcher 1? I have 2 for the PC. I tried it and it felt like I needed 6 extra fingers to control everything." Yeah, that's how I felt too. Let's find out how old Witcher 1 is. Yeah, I tried to, because like Steam will let you forcibly map a PC game onto a controller, but I felt like I didn't have enough buttons to do that with Witcher 1. And besides, the gameplay is so tied to mouse clicks that I'm not sure that you could port it without really redoing it. The Witcher came out in 2007, so we're talking about a pretty old game here. And let's see, Witcher 2 was released in... Witcher 2 is called Assassins of Kings, and it came out in 2011. So yeah, been a while. These guys were known when The Witcher 1 came out. They were really known for being a small studio that made a game that competed with AAA games, even though they were not considered a AAA studio. And so then Witcher 2 came out, and they were, people were still impressed. Witcher 3 came out, and people were all over that shit. And then Cyberpunk came out, and it was like, The Witcher 3 was buggy when it came out, really buggy. But people forgave it because they put out fixes really quick, and people were aware that it was a small studio that had made a AAA level game that was absolutely amazing, and the whole community, was sort of behind them, rooting for them, But then Cyberpunk came out, and it was such a state of broken that you can't imagine that anybody from quality control would have said, yeah, it's a good idea, release it like that, you know. And
quality control, you really think that they limit themselves with the weakness of a good game?
So they lost a lot of goodwill with Cyberpunk. But I kind of expected eventually that to happen with one of their games because they consistently bite off more than they can chew, which you gotta respect. I mean, it's pretty ballsy. G-Money says, Jay, have you ever played ActRaiser on SNES? Yes, I have. Truly an OG hybrid game, yeah. It's like SimCity meets Altered Beast. You know what I mean? It's like a really great game. Part top-down, part side-scroller. Very interesting with some really terrific music. If you have ever seen my video on Beyond Oasis up on the channel, it's a video about a Sega Genesis game that I played as a kid. The same guy that made Beyond Oasis, that made the music for it, he owned the studio that made it and made the music for it. He did the music for ActRaiser, and he was a composer, and I forget his name, but man, both of those games had really great music. Pencil says, any Pokemon fans here? I am currently obsessed with the game and have been going back to play the old games. You know, I played a lot of Pokemon Go when it came out, but I'm ashamed to say that I've never played a lot of Pokemon. And I'm an RPG guy, so I really don't know. There is this thing that happens when you're really, really poor, where certain games are always sold out at the rental store and never show up on the second-hand market because no one ever wants to sell them. So your Zelda games and your Mega Mans and your Pokemons, you just didn't find them at flea markets. You just didn't find them at flea markets. Because when they showed up, people snatched them up immediately. And they were always sold out when you went to rent them. And so I never got to play, like, A Link to the Past when it was new. I had to play it as an adult. So I want to go back and play the Pokemon games because I felt like I'd never really had a chance to play them. Besides, when it came time for us to pick like a handheld game system, my brother asked for a Sega Game Gear because it was in color. And, you know, I was like, oh, I want a guitar instead. And then I literally never learned to play the guitar, so I should have got a Game Boy. Slack Pipe says, yeah, I made the mistake of watching Peacemaker with my 13-year-old. Oof. It embarrassed the hell out of him. It's just one quick scene in the first episode. Yeah, but when you're watching it with your dad, that's, that'll get you. G-Money says, let's see, I'm behind on the chat here. I've jumped ahead. Alright. Pencil says, I have so many games I wanted to play, but don't have the console for it, and my notebook is poo-poo. That really sucks, man, but I tell you what, you know, you get like a Super Nintendo emulator or a Sega Genesis emulator, and there's so many hundreds of great games that you could play on a potato. You know, especially the RPGs, because with the RPGs, you don't even need a controller. You know what I mean? You can use the arrow keys or WSAD.
WASD.
WASD, whatever. The point is, shut up. The point is that you can play RPGs on a keyboard and not lose anything because, you know, you wait your turn. So, you know, lots of great games to be played there. Any Pokemon fans here? Okay, got through that. Side note, The Witcher Netflix series has a bunch of boobs in it. Watched it with my 9-year-old. Yeah. Ouch. Had to do some damage control, absolutely. One is 11, but they're still reserved. Yeah, you don't want to be watching this stuff with your dad, right? Or your mom, for that matter. Alright, I have to use the bathroom. I will be right back. I'm going to mute this while I'm gone, just in case. Not that I'm going to be making any weird bathroom noises, but yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, people have gone to sleep since I started streaming, so I'm gonna have to try to keep my voice down. Sebastian.
As soon as you said that, somebody did that.
Shouldn't be turned up that loud, Bubby.
It wasn't. It's not turned up that loud. It's the game being loud.
Shh.
Oh my god, dude.
It embarrassed the hell out of him. Just one quick scene in the first episode, though. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Probably didn't help the situation when I said nice titties. Probably not.
God.
For me, probably Yoshi's Island and Pokemon Diamond. I've never finished either one of them. I 100%ed Yoshi's Island because when I was a kid, I realized that there were 2 more levels for, 2 more levels for each world. And I had to have them. So I got everything to 100 so I could play those levels. That may be the first... no, I don't know if it was the first game that I ever completed, but it was very early on. Bears in the Bathroom, the next J video. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want you guys to hear me being mauled by bears. How about Super Mario Island?
Were you fighting the bears?
Easy,
bare-handed? Bare knuckle?
Easy with those puns, buddy. Those could hurt somebody. Super Mario 4, yeah. Super Mario World, I believe, is what you're looking for. Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. So I guess that would be Super Mario 5. Not that anybody would ever call it that. But Super Mario World was Super Mario 4 in Japan. Which makes sense, it was the 4th one. Oh god, we're still in round 1. I think I'm just gonna pass. Let her beat me. I play Super Mario Bros. 3 a lot. Yeah, I don't blame you, Pencil. That's a great game. Every time I see it, I had to play it for a little while. Like, I'll be loading up the emulators, to like update or test, and I'll pick Super Mario Bros. 3. And then I'll be on the Switch looking through the new games that they've added to their online, selection, and I'll have to play Super Mario Bros. 3. anytime I test an emulator on a new device, that's one of the games that I go for. Because it's a classic. It really is. I could finish Super Mario Bros. 3 in 30 minutes. Yeah, me too. Like a warp whistle to the end and bada boom. Alright. Round 3. Let's lay our cards down. And 2. Yeah, Super Mario Bros. 2 is also awesome. Pilot Wings. Oh my god, Pilot Wings 64 was another game that I 100%ed as a kid because there was like a free roam mode, and back then there wasn't really such a thing as an open world game, but there was the, you know, the whole island there, like a, you know, and there was these spring boots where you could bounce real high in the sky, and if you 100%ed everything, it would let you use those boots to jump around the map all you wanted. And I didn't know that, but I 100%ed it, and it gave me those boots, and I would just jump around that world, and I would have dreams where I could like jump over the mountains, you know, because I live in the mountains. I'd have dreams about jumping over them in those spring boots. It'd be really cool. Ever play SSX? Maybe not, because I'm not sure what that stands for. Jay, you're so popular that Russian hackers are trying to get you. Man, the last 3 streams I've had, these guys have come in and posted their stupid links over and over and over and over. I'm like, I'm just glad I'm getting that popular.
Used to be wagon shoes on market days, loaded with all kinds of bags.
Don't leave me hanging, G-Money. What is SSX? If it turns out to be something that I'm familiar with, I'm going to feel really stupid. It's a PS2 game, snowboarding, extreme snowboarding. I thought it sounded familiar. I haven't played it, but I'm pretty sure that I played a demo of it on a PlayStation demo disc. Ointment for diverse ailments. Ointment for carbuncles, boils, and gout. Gwent looking for new players. Our bitch birthday litter. Oh lord. Get a batch of new pups. I bet they're good doggos. Contract for the Beast of Hortonton. Good folk.
God, hey.
What?
I wish when you were about to be born, you got taken to a customize your character screen. Do you know how many people would be dragons?
It might have been Cool Borders 2 that I played a demo of. Whichever one came on a PlayStation demo disc, that's the one I played. It's like Tony Hawk. It's like the Tony Hawk of snowboarding, or Tony Hawk snowboarding fame. No, I had it right the first time. Snowboarding game, yeah. Sounds like fun. Early on in the Super Nintendo and regular Nintendo days, you had a lot of like California games type games that would promise you like snowboarding and skiing and stuff, and then you would play it and it would be awful. There's a vile and dangerous spook, beast, or devil of sorts, causing no end of trouble near our village. The Shrieker. Let it be known whoever kills the Shrieker, the monster of this woe's nest near Crow's Perch, taken to killing man and beast who've given a sizable reward, and horse races. Anyone wants talk, fill you in, blah blah blah. All right. So that's some quests, and I also had the inn at the crossroads that I needed to get the quest from, and wherever this town is. Okay. Let's look at some of these quests first, though, because some of them are going to be close by. Okay, the beast is level 25. The Shrieker is the only one that I should be doing at this level. And boy, is it super nearby.
Hey.
What?
What if rocks are actually soft and squishy, but just tense up when we touch them?
That is really good.
What if teeth are actually flaccid until we get hungry and we just don't know because we never feel our teeth?
Alright, enough.
What? Imagine if teeth could itch.
Alright, stop, seriously.
Is it making you uncomfortable?
Well, it ain't making me comfortable. Now hush.
Your bones are...
Dude, stop. Seriously, you're gonna wake somebody up.
Good.
Think good.
I'll tell you where the
Michael
loot's
comes in
at.
here and grabs a hold of you.
Your mate split the loot between them long
lower your
ago.
voice, please.
Okay.
Okay, so do it.
And you, shut it now. Save your strength. Oi, lad, fancy an outing to find that she-beast?
Bring the Smiths, lads. Get to
The quest giver must be down in the town below.
Don't.
Sir!
Boy, we're up to our noses in fights and horrors. Imps, some of them as
Let's see. Yep. Okay. Oh, I remember this one. It's about a little kid that his parents
Greetings.
were killed.
Yeah? Heard you have a problem. A monster you call a Shrieker.
Aye. Prowls about, it does. Snatches cows and goats mostly, but it won't scorn a man if it runs into one. Borzoi, huntsman under the old lord, well, he said enough's enough. Claimed he'd put a stop to it, drive the beast away.
Okay, Jay, I'm gonna reach out on this one. I
Took
saw
a
a shady
hatchet.
game. The
Laid an
game
ambush for
was
the
heavily
Shrieker beyond the moat,
story-driven,
where the
plot-driven.
fields start.
Had some quick time
It's where we
events,
found him.
Fear effect.
Gut stretched o'er the crown of a tree like
Can't say that I've
gossamer.
played it, but I will check it
Took
out.
half a day to collect the parts. Put him in a grave.
I know times are tough, but I'll need you to cough up a bit more coin.
I suppose I can add that.
Damn,
You are
should've
risking your
went
neck
higher.
for us.
High time a professional took a look at this Shrieker. Anyone around here know more about the beast?
Borzoi's son Simcoe does. Saw the aura with his own eyes. But you might find the lad hard to chat with. Still mourns his father, methinks.
I see. Where'll I find him?
At me homestead. I took the tyke in when he lost his dad. The mother passed long ago.
By homestead, he means backyard.
Can we talk?
Let me be.
Calm down, I just wanna...
Go, I said.
I want to avenge your father, but to do that I gotta know what killed him.
Shrieker killed him. Don't you know?
That name doesn't mean much to me. Describe the beast. Tell me what it looked like.
Something like a rooster. But huge. With a lizard's tail. I heard Ruffler barking in the woods. Ran to see what you were on about. There were Dad, in the bushes. A hole through his belly. And you were moaning, screaming. I wanted to help, but how could I? How?
Shush now.
Calm. Calm.
Take care, kid.
Alright, still kill a shrieker.
Quite the work my man's got, eh?
Not half bad. Oh! Watch it, sluggard!
Let's see, this one's close by, I think. Let's see. Yeah.
Faster.
It's the one out here in the cave.
Got that arse's whipped like you know we rat.
The ass is whipped like a nugget rat all. Look it up, it was risque at the time with over-sexualization of the main female protagonist and the sequel hunter going into
Slow now.
LGBTQ territory, but really cool story.
Hey
I
there.
don't mind the LGBTQ
Move
plus
it.
stuff. But really cool story, just a bit of anime fan service.
Muzzles caked in blood.
I like anime
Didn't
fan
give up
service
without a
too,
fight.
to be honest with you. Good stuff.
Come on, Roach. Slow now. Whoa.
Let's see, what am I looking for? Oh, there it is.
Tracks are irregular here. Monster must have started staggering. Was wounded, most likely. Blood. Monster blood.
And we're back on stink trails, I think. Nope, blood trails. Okay. Lots of boobs. I like boobs too.
I like boobs. Why did we all start discussing how much we like boobs?
Let's see. Shoot, this place is dark.
Sounds coming from above. The cockatrice. I'm about to leave. Bomb should smoke it out, though. Damn it, it's not here. Must have looked for another exit. Gotta nab it before it gets away. There it is. Won't get away this time.
I gotta get rid of that cat. Let's see. White honey. Do I got white honey? Oh god, I don't do it. There it is. thought of streaming the bad live action games like Night Stalker for Sega CD or Fox Hunt on PS1. That could be fun, actually. Alright, so I think we're gonna leave it here, guys. We're run up on 3 hours. It's 1 in the morning, and I've got to go have my stomach scoped in the morning, and I'm not allowed to eat, and I'm starting to feel a little weak. So I think maybe it is time for me to lay down. But this has been tons of fun, and if it weren't for my appointment tomorrow, I would probably go for a 3rd or 4th hour. But it is what it is. I want to thank every single one of you guys for coming. I just really appreciate you guys. You know, just remember, youtube.com/fancygeeks now, I believe. youtube.com/fancyteeth, still forwards to the right channel, but we have changed the name. Okay, dog meat. Anytime somebody says dog meat, I immediately think of Fallout. If you want to support me, easy, Baz. People are sleeping, huh? Even $1 a month will really help the channel. Patreon.com/fancygeeks, and I will get a video out just as soon as I'm feeling well enough to. So, thank you guys again for coming. Please take care of yourselves. Wear a mask. Get vaccinated. And please be kind to each other. Have a great night.